Here we are again. Welcome back to the OJ Power Hour. Of course, I am one of your co-hosts, Oslador. Right next to me, Jay Scheidel. Jay,
What's
how's it
up?
going, buddy? You're back. You were
Oh my
busy
god.
last. We were busy last week, and then we of course had you guys on for the co-op tournament to watch that race.
It's been a week or two, that's for sure. Oh, it's
It
been
has
fun though.
been. Oh, it's been busy, but it's been fun. There's been a lot going on in the community, and we're going to get you up to date with everything that's been
hmm
going on. And of course, unfortunately, due to the nature of the server at the moment and the busyness we're all going through, we don't have a guest this week. Not to fear. We do have something
we can do
special though. We do have something special though. We do have a premiere of a brand new ad. That's right. We promised, and it's coming tonight. There's going to be a new one. Not this first one. It's going to be the second one.
yeah.
But yeah, we're going to go over Mr. Scheidel's Tournament of Champions.
Woo,
We're
it's
gonna.
not my turn. I mean, whatever. No.
Okay. Oh yeah.
No, no,
Don't
no,
do
no.
that. You
We'll
you you
talk
do
about
you
how it came up. Don't worry.
There we go. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna look over some of the formats, looking at some of the flags that are out there, because it's gonna be a very different tournament than I think anything we've ever
hmm
run on the randomizer before. And I for one am looking very much forward to seeing how things play out. As well, we're gonna look at the co-op tournament. We're gonna give you some updates as to how things went, some perspective from two of the not winning teams. Um, Eh,
It
we
is.
look
It happens.
listen, we both got bodied by very, very good teams.
Oh my, yes.
You literally had the veterans
Yep.
and the Krakenos had the ringers. Like there was
Yeah, can
yeah.
we call it rigged? Can we?
We can't we can't
Can,
necessarily call it rigged only
we blame the
because
tournament committee.
I'm on the tournament committee.
Me
So are
too.
you, if I'm not mistaken. You can blame me for Fall League when that comes around. Because that is coming sooner rather than later. It's in planning stages. No pickles. I won't do that. That's not this
Oh
show.
my.
I won't. I
I
promise. You have my word.
I can mute him if he does.
He,
Yeah, see, he's talking, but you can't hear him right now.
that's it. That's just it right there. He can do that. Blame
Ugh.
RNG. You know what? Some of this was RNG, and some of this was just, a little bit of.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know what? We will talk about it. There's a lot to talk about that we're going on. There's obviously a lot of new stuff for
hmm
4.8.1 is now out. Look at all the new features that are now out of beta. Isn't that something? We'll talk about some of the
Some
newer ones.
some of those differences that we're finally caught on to. What, like yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah, well, we had a few. We definitely discovered a few things that thankfully the
Oh yeah.
devs have cleaned up. But yeah, we certainly have a lot to go over. I'm looking forward to it.
hmm
Like I said, we don't have a guest this week, but that's okay. We're winging it. We still have lots planned for tonight. So Jay, what are we cutting to first? I know it's not the new one.
Oh no, 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 no. We gotta save those werewolves. Bye.
Hello, I am Princess Sarah, coming to you with a message of hope. Every day, countless werewolves are sent to the fourth dimension or Newt. As the founder of Werewolves for Hope Animal Temple, I am asking you for your support to help these poor creatures get the respect they deserve. Did you know that werewolves can regenerate and that they don't always poison when they bite? For just 15 gold a month, you can help. Your donation will go to a light warrior in need so they will not have to brack these beautiful creatures. Please join the cause and help keep the werewolves safe. Thank you.
All right, once again, save those werewolves. They're precious, precious
hmm
creatures. Maybe
There's
Wh-
only so many of them.
there's only so many of them. So yeah, the we are now getting into the co-op final four, the semifinals. And yeah, it's going to be Gaming Gators and Hard Wrath. That's gonna, oof,
Oh.
man, that's going to be a real,
hmm
real good match. I can't wait to see
All of
that.
these finals are gonna be crazy. Yeah.
And then punishing Platypi and Nuke Kids. I mean, so
Yep.
for some perspective here, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you Jay you and your partner Sunflash Rune took
Yep.
on Nuke Kids.
We
Uh,
did.
How did you how was that?
Well, I think they finished before either of us got into Topher both times.
Fair.
So yeah, we knew they
I
were going to be
mean,
a uphill battle there.
oh, absolutely. It's Luffy and it's Shum. They've been co-op partners for years. They've been champions of this before. You're
Hmm.
taking you took on like the old school people the old school runners who basically dominated this tournament for a long time.
Yeah, but
And
then who did you guys have?
well, we took on Biscuit at first, and that was a great
Hmm.
series. I got to say, it was a lot closer than I am comfortable with. Because man, we were like within 2 minutes of each other on each seed, and then we went on to face CC and Spellzap as the Gaming Gators. Gregory, I, I did. Hey, I shouted you out when I bracked that chaos. That's for you, Greg. That's for you because that was an X for
Wait,
brack in my
I did
game
not see. I
3.
didn't see that. You practice chaos.
Yeah,
I did.
when we were in game 3 of the Krakenos and Team Biscuit, and I made it to
Mhm.
chaos. And anyone who's watched me race knows I always buy X for. If it's not in a ridiculous place, I always buy X for. And I usually if the white mage has nothing to do, like if he's not doing anything, he's throwing out X first.
Sorry, not
And this
expert.
time, yep,
It
and this time
landed.
yep, second X for landed. And then I was like, well, I was already bracked up and fast up. Chaos was going. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw out a couple of bracks. So the first brack,
I
of course,
love
did
it.
nothing. Second brack did it. And Odoran, I was on. He hadn't
I
finished yet,
love
and
it.
I was like, broke to pieces. That's for you, Greg. Broke to pieces. He's like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I just bracked chaos. It's like, it's all on you, buddy. It's all, yeah. When Fox, it
93
was in a,
seconds.
yep, like I said, it's within 2 minutes each time.
Mm-hmm.
Damn close race. It was really, really good. But yeah, after that, we went on to face CC and Spellzap as the Gaming Gators, and we knew going into that's
That was
a
the
tough act.
ringer coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough act to follow. But you know what? We take at least a little bit of happiness in the fact that we were really close on the first one. They finished while we were both on Kraken 2, so we weren't
Right.
that far behind. Odoran, there's my man. There he is. Yeah, the second race, who hasn't seen it, progression was locked by a very, very nasty Astos who started with
Oof.
crack. And we had
Okay.
all our we only had access to Melman, so that was the only magic we had. And he had the canoe, which was progression. And we were
Oh
stuck.
my.
And what eventually won it was I had found a ribbon, and then I went into top of Marsh was in Quinaria Castle, and there was 2 X chests. And one of them was a single fighter. And that single fighter had an ice stick. Ice 1,
Okay.
which in these flags was buffed. And I just sat there spamming Ice 1 on that white mage with a ribbon on and managed to
Buff
beat him. But
elementals are crazy,
it
especially
is
when you have a single person. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was and I remember me, Oder, and me saying, yeah, CC and Spellzap ran into this too. And I was like, yeah, they did. But
Yep. But what did they do?
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently CC took double fighters and just went
Okay.
and had a huge ice sword that we didn't have and just went to town. Just went to town.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that seed did feel bad with that block. They finished while we were collecting the ruse stick to do our dive.
Okay.
But to be fair, we finished the siege. We finished out, and the Kraken O's will be back. We will be back to Brack another day. I promise. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think that Admiral Tryhard and Sounding Wrath are going to have. It's going to be a handful of a match for sure. The Gaming Gators, like CC and Spellzap, are not to be trifled with. But
I don't think anyone here in the finals is to be trifled with. Really, it's ridiculous.
No, but I can say that me and Odoran did beat Luffy and Shum in a practice seed.
Nice.
We did.
Practice
We
seed.
we were I think 20 seconds under an hour, over an
Nice.
hour. It was nice. And then we watched Luffy finished it in under an hour, and then Shum, if he would have bracked Kraken 2 on turn 1, he would have had the win, and he didn't. And we're like, Odoran, we did it! We did it! We beat New Kids in a seed that doesn't matter! Yay!
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, we came into that. Me and Odoran came in as a team that had done one race previous.
Of
We
course.
and the only practice we did was basically seeing if the Lewis script worked. That was our practice. Does it work? Okay, we'll run
Mhm.
around for a bit. Then we did the Lefanian ladder co-op against
Okay.
Team Biscuit of all people again.
Right.
And we learned in that one that these fiends are not to be taken lightly. Like they were chunky. So yeah, we learned that. And to be fair, we didn't even have a Google spreadsheet, like a shared spreadsheet, for the first 2 races. I don't think we were relying on us keeping our notes, and it was like this is
Oh. Yeah. You need to have something. Come on.
we discovered that we discovered that.
You
Yep,
don't have to
that
go.
even that race. Yep, that race was sub 60.
Oh my.
Yeah, we've been going at it. So again, I want to say that for me and Odoran, we got better and better as everything progressed. And yeah, it was good. I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to do it again next year. What about you, Jay? Will the hash bins and the wannabes be back?
Hash. Thank you. No. Yeah, we probably will be.
Look
Just
forward to it.
keep plugging away. It's fun. Get with your friends.
Oh.
Gonna have play around.
Yep. No, don't worry, Winfox. I'm sure we'll have a game 5 at some time in the future. I can guarantee it. Because now it's 2-2. We're all tied up.
But I did go ahead and just pull up the brackets here really quick, just so we can kind of get a look at it, where we're at, and going into the finals here. So
yeah,
there's...
I'm putting all my money on the Game Engagers just because they kicked us out, and if I lost to the champions, well, you know what? That's okay by me. I'm assuming you're putting all your money on New Kids.
On New Kids,
same
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyone in there was just, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Although, I mean, to be fair, I mean, to see Punishing Platypi win so Phoenix can just do puns the entire time he's on air.
That would be awesome.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. And if I'm streaming, I'll make sure he gets his airtime. Don't worry about that at all. Just because that's just the kind of guy that I am. I really want to make everybody feel welcome.
The hash browns and the wasabi beans.
Wasabi beans. No, that's a different show. The beans are over on the cooking channel.
Yeah, that was Sunday.
It was good to see the apple burger, I believe. Apple slaw and a burger. Yes, I remember. That's very good. Looked delicious. Looks great. Looked so. I believe Caleb said he ate it before he had a chance to take pictures of it. So,
Aw,
I'm still waiting for pizza. Still waiting for pizza. I will send him the recipe. I will send him that recipe. It's not for that. It's not for what I'm not supposed to talk about. It's not that. It is the pizza sauce. I'll send him the recipe for the pizza sauce. It's good. It's got chicken in it. Don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
I just love that, like 3,000 miles away, we can just stare you down.
Oh, everyone does it. Everyone does it. At least I got Meridian on my side because he's a Nova Scotian and he knows what it's like to be on the East Coast and eat this type of food. So,
sure.
Oh, Jay, you got lucky too.
Uh-oh, what? New winware?
Oh, I just see Danny popping into the chat room. So, I mean, you're lucky you put that ad on before she got here.
Ah, no problem.
But yeah, let's move on to the upcoming, the Tournament of Champions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Meridian, I get you, man. I get you. See? It's there.
Oh, my goodness.
But yeah, I didn't say it. So yeah, on to the Tournament of Champions, the upcoming Hour of Ordeals.
This has been fun. This has been a process.
Oh man, I recently got added as one of the staff members to help coordinate, and I'm looking back and like, oh my,
digging through all of our archives.
Oh man, there's so much, so much in there. But you know what? I got to give credit to you guys. It's good. Like you went from here's a few ideas to a real consolidated plan. That's
all just started out off some just off the wall topic. We were talking in the leadership chat, and they're like, "Well, what if? Okay, give us a channel. Here we go."
I mean, to be fair, that is how 99% of everything in this community and in this randomizer was done. Someone makes a suggestion, and it's like, and it's done.
Yeah, pretty much.
It worked.
Oh. But yeah, Tournament of the Champions, the first time we've had anything like this happen. So we were talking in the past, it's like, oh, do we bring back the champions? Do we bring back previous winners, and how do we do it? You know, because our big thing was trying to not make it like an invitational. So it's not invite only. It's just, hey, you have won something previously. And it didn't lock down. It's not like you had to win a winter tournament or a spring tournament. It is, you won anything. You won bingo. You won the Link to the Past crossover, or Link's Awakening crossover, or whatever. Like, you can join in on this and give it a shot.
Yeah, it's anyone that's won bingo. I believe the Platy Party qualifies. Duckling Derby qualifies. All that stuff will qualify you.
Basically, if you have the champion role on Discord, you can play. And if you've left Discord and you found this again, you can join back up here in the next day or so. Like, come back in, you can get that champion role again, and we will go from there. So this extends back to ye olden days too. It doesn't have to just be modern right now.
Yeah, time is running out, though. Tomorrow at midnight would be the deadline.
Yep.
So if you haven't gotten your name in here yet, you still have time. And I believe, how many are we up to now?
Last I saw, we had 22.
22. Okay, we got a few extras. I saw was 20, but I haven't really been. Yeah. Excellent.
I was just playing with the roles earlier, and I saw 22 people with the roles. So we could still have a few that we haven't removed from or added to, but I'm going to say between 20 and 22.
That's going to be great. And the best part of all is nobody's going to know who you are when you're running.
Oh, yeah. So that was kind of just a like duct taped together part of this thing that we're like, okay, will this actually work? And then, you know, I was in the chat with Phoenix and Dark Moon, and we were all talking like, what? This can work. We can make this work. Like, what?
Yeah,
so
certainly can.
Oh yeah. So part of all of this, I'm gonna just kind of scroll down here a little bit, but it's gonna be a hidden cup. So if anyone's ever seen the Age of Empires hidden cup, it's basically what we are blatantly ripping off of. So we are going to announce who makes it through our initial qualifiers. So we will have a top 16 out of those 20, whatever, the top 16, and then we will announce, here are your finalists. Then behind the scenes, the committee members will shuffle them all up, hand them out different Final Fantasy hero or heroines. So FF1 will be Jack, FF2 I think is, I don't remember FF2 and 3. Then we got like Rydia and Celis and etc. All Sids. We actually had all Sids. Did you not see it in the chat? It was.
Yes, that's what I said. It came up. It did come up. I went through and saw that.
Yeah, I think it's Fury, or I don't know how to pronounce the name, but yes. So we went back and forth, just male, female, kind of going back and forth with it, just having some fun, picking different names. One thing I do want to say off the top, though, is Seed 1 will not be Final Fantasy 1. Seed 2 will not be Final Fantasy 2. It's all going to be randomized. We're going to try to make it to where it's not known who is what or where. So it's like, oh, I think out of these names, this would be the top seed. You don't know who it's going to be. You don't know where they're going to land. You don't know what's going on. So don't try to take any things from it. You know, Seed 6 is not Celis.
I mean, it could be if it randomly lands there, but it's not done on purpose.
Correct. I'm going to be making a point to not just go down the order. We'll probably use the wheel or a name generator or something, and we'll go from there.
Yep, that makes perfect sense.
Yep. So there'll be a 1 in 16 chance. And then just kind of cover my basis here with the naming convention and whatnot. We have Final Fantasy 14 and Final Fantasy 11, which are both MMOs. So in order to find a hero from them, we just ignored it altogether and went with Mystic Quest and with Chrono Trigger.
Okay, well, that works. I mean, you can't really complain about that.
So we did 1 through 10, Mystic Quest, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 13, then, Chrono Trigger.
Question out there, are we doing butts or barts? Or neither?
I don't remember which one I grabbed. I think it was Choco, honestly.
And did we get Frog out of Chrono Trigger?
No, we got Marley.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find my pin names really quick. Because I am curious which one we ended up going with. So we took Phoebe from Mystic Quest, and we took Bart's. Nope, we did take Bart's.
It is Bart's? It is Bart's. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not Butts?
It's not Butts. No Butts.
The Rams, Tactics just snubbed. I'm not sure about that.
We had to stop somewhere.
When you went to Chrono Trigger. You know what? It's your thing. I'm not going to criticize because
Chrono Trigger is the honorary Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I didn't go with Ayla. I would have gone with Ayla.
He's literally the worst. We're gonna get people fighting in chat here.
Oh, I like that. I like that quote, Meridian. I like that quote. I like that a lot. Don't blame Jay Scheidel. Blame yourself. One of the greatest lines from Final Fantasy Tactics. Totally on board with that. But yeah, here we go down the list of when we're going to do all the stuff.
Yeah, so like I said, we're going to have a qualifier. We got to narrow it down to 16. So we'll finish on up with signups here. Like you said, tomorrow is the last day. So if you know anyone, old vets, new ones who want to get in on this, who have the champion role or would like the champion role back if they left the Discord, get them on by tomorrow night. We will have 5 async qualifiers. You have to participate, and I believe it was 3. I made these rules, and I have forgotten them because it's been way too long. So you have to participate in 3, and we'll go from there. Once we have those figured out, we will have a reveal seed or reveal stream that will basically say, here are your top 16 runners. Here are the heroes. Good luck figuring out who is who. And I'd love to see a little bit of like speculating in the Discord, like, okay, I think this person is this person, or go on, just try to figure out who is who, because that's part of the fun of this is, I think I saw them do that. This person would do that or something. So it'd be cool to kind of see some of that happen in the background, but we'll see. And tournament staff and restreamers and stuff are not allowed to help you out with that. So good luck.
Sorry, don't come asking me. I don't know nothing.
We may even spread misinformation just for the fun of it.
Am I allowed to do that?
I mean, we'll talk afterwards.
Works for me. All right. Yeah, so it says it right there. Basically, run fast, run hard, and try to keep up.
Pretty much. So the entire thing is, these are the champions. We're not pulling any punches here. We are going back in time. We're pulling a lot of older seeds, a lot of things that with our modern day features, you would go, oof. And honestly, with checking them out, we went, oof, a lot of times. But run fast, run hard, and good luck.
Yes, indeed. So I'm just pulling up the first one on the list right now, just because I'm legit curious, because I know that's a far back seed.
Yep.
So let's see. So this is the first one. This is 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
That's a long toph with a high evade cap, disabled golden progression with prices from 20 to 500%. And I'm really hoping that it's on.
Do you see the encounter rates for that one?
I did see the encounter rates. You definitely are going to make this into a slog. Blursings didn't exist. We're back to 10 agility thief.
We didn't do it. We literally went through and picked the flags from that year's winter or spring tournament. We didn't do it. Blame the 2007 committee.
You didn't shuffle the scripts. Interesting. Because it wasn't a thing back then, was it? Now
we went with what we had. So this one we had a little bit of inside information. We did find some logs from back in 2017 and recreated the flags based off of logs from the committee members.
Question from Meridian: did you turn off the RNG shuffling?
Ooh, I don't remember.
You did not.
We did not? Okay.
Nope. RNG tables are turned on.
We will not change anything from how it is right now. They've been out there for long enough. We're not going to change anything today.
The important thing is under the conveniences, faster ship is turned off.
Yep.
The slow boat. We're back to slow boat.
Okay, let's go back down.
Find that floater, people. Find right there, faster ship.
Yep.
She's off.
Good luck. You get slow boat. So yeah, like we've talked about it in the Tournament of Champion discussion. It's basically, it puts a lot more emphasis on the floater. So you can continue to ignore it, or you can continue to, maybe one person finds it and one person doesn't. But you're at a disadvantage going on that water at 1.0 encounter rate.
Yep. It's gonna. I mean, to be fair, I mean, when I started, the speedboat was not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at the
Ditto.
year after that, and it's even more crazier. 9 locations and 9 items in chaotic loose, with key item placement being predictive. That's always fun. Early King turned off. Okay, fair enough. What are you looking
I
for?
think all earlies in this one were turned off, were they?
No, Sarda, Sages, and Ordeals are on.
Okay, they're still on.
No, there's no free bridge, which is hilarious because it became a permanent thing.
Yeah, so you're probably going to find it in Topher.
Yep. So the shuffles are back. What we got here? I mean, again, Vanilla Thief. Everyone's gonna love that. The Thief is now back to.
Oh, after some of the recent Thief upgrades, yeah, this is going to be hard.
Yep. So this one's a little bit.
But you're starting to get some of the conveniences here.
Yeah, you're starting to slowly get some of those back. Now the 2019, that's an interesting one.
Yep.
That one is the Captain and the Squabble.
Captain the Squabby. Yep.
Yep. So you have to take the Captain, and you're banned from taking the Squabby.
And so how that's going to work, because back in 2019, it was rolled at the beginning of the week, and that was your flags for the week. For us, we're just going to roll it whenever 2019 shows up. So we'll roll a d6. The first one will be your Captain. You're required to take it. The second one will be the Squabby, and you are not allowed to take it. It is banned from it. So if we roll a 1, you'll be forced to take a fighter. If we roll a 2, you'll be banned from taking a thief, or etc. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be the fighter, thief, black belt, red, white, black.
And I'm looking at that flag now. You actually do give them back their progression, 50% at 15 items. Great, have fun. But they also made 3 loose. So have fun with that.
Yeah. And we're back up to 30 to 300% gold. So we're back to kind of normal. We're 0.8% overworld encounters. That's going to feel like a blessing after 1.0.
Get that right. You did turn off the early Sage this time.
Okay.
But you put Zozo Melmond on, so I'm happy to see that. You don't see Zozo Melmond enough. And you shuffle the towns.
Again, not me. The 2019 committee.
Weren't you on that committee?
No, I joined in 2020.
People will blame you for it.
Oh yeah. all my fault.
All Jay's fault. That's right. So again, this is pre-Super Thief buff.
Mm-hmm.
The faster ship is still off, which is hilarious.
I mean, Fastboat wasn't a thing until 21.
I believe you're correct, because the 2020 brackets, let's take a quick little peek. Sneaky peek. We'll go through.
This is the first one I would have played in.
This actually goes back to the original dot.
Yeah.
4.0.1.
Yeah,
site.
so these we actually have the flags from. The others were recreated with information that we got from previous runners or from flags that someone had saved up, people who don't erase stuff on their computer or whatever. So we went through digging through the archives. These we actually have the flag sets still saved.
How far we have come. If anyone wants to take a look at this, go to the wiki and click on this flag set and just look at this. It is amazing
on
to see how far we've
come. Crazy.
Which is how far we've come. I mean, let's be honest here. It is something to see. I mean, literally it says, encounter 7, not enough war mech for you. Try patrolling are required instead. I think we kind of made that a more permanent thing. Oh, look. Oh, you didn't turn scary imps on? Why would you not do that?
It's not me.
I know, but scary imps was an infamous flag that has not been seen since.
Pacifist bosses. No. Oh my.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that gets changed in here.
Mm-hmm. So we're back to some tri-states here.
Yeah, tri-states are now making their reappearance.
floater and canoe. Good luck.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen tri-states in a tournament.
Mm-hmm. Could be loose. Could be.
Be.
Who knows?
You just don't know. So yeah, once again, you're mixing the towns, but you have all the earlies on.
Yep. I think this is the first of Northern Docks, too.
Yep, so and your scaling isn't horrible. Although, yeah. I'm laughing at the burst weapon rate, if you want to look at that, at -6 to +20. We definitely don't do that anymore.
Where's my burst weapon?
Scroll down a little bit. Right there. They're turned off, but they're there.
Oh, okay, I'm like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, mine's -6 to +6, so you must have a bug on it. We can't do that again, Winfox.
Yeah, it just does that when it defaults to nothing, which is hilarious that's its default. Is +9 is the most it'll do. I was going to say,
yeah.
Did we actually put that at 20? Because that seems stupid.
That would be awesome.
Blursings are making... Blursing code is available here. We're not using it, because it's probably still too new at the time.
It probably had just come on.
Yep. But, yeah.
And is this the... We left it on for everything, but this may be the original of by quantity. So,
and let us note that the NPC guillotine is turned
off.
Which means it doesn't exist in anything past this.
Yep.
So any older siege won't have NPC guillotine. So if you get stuck with the bats, you're stuck with the bats.
You're stuck behind a bat forever. Oh.
Yes, you can get out of the -+ using the JSONs. You absolutely can. It's just I find it a little bit shocking. It's like, why is that at +20? Doesn't make any sense.
And just so everyone knows, kind of the rationale behind these conveniences and stuff, the by quantity, some of the put the heal pots and stuff first, we figured didn't really change your playstyle much. But they are so modern nowadays, and we're so used to them, that getting rid of them would just completely throw people off. So speed was a thought, and we kept it off to give more emphasis onto the floater due to the 1.0 encounter rates. But turning off by quantity just means you're sitting there hitting by heal pots for 99 minutes, you know?
No one wants to watch that.
Yeah, pretty much.
No one's interested in that. It's a bit of a slog.
Okay, so 2021.
Yeah, we're starting to get up in there into the newer flags. Yeah, that was when NPC guillotine became the standard. I believe it was the other J that got caught. I think it was Earth Cave. Got stuck. And to be fair, it still happens in the Jay Coper. That's it. He got caught in it, and he lost a lot of time on that. And to be fair, it kind of does happen occasionally in Topher. There's Toph. If the bats are in the wrong places.
Because, I love to put the bats outside flag.
Yes, that is a permanent flag on my list. And the only reason that you can't get rid of them is because they have two different sentences to speak. So, can't guillotine them.
Well, and you need them for the hints later on.
You do. If you have the hints on.
Okay. Yeah. So 21, what are we looking at here?
Well, right now, nothing... that, I believe, is when the first fixed RNG table became a thing.
Okay.
It's up top. It's not in the bottom.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So you do have the tri-state alternate formations turned on for trap tiles.
Oh. So good luck knowing what you might get. A side, B side, what side?
You don't know. Randomized stat.
We have trap chests. Random trap chests. Yeah.
Random trap chests are on, and
this is stuck at 40, so there will be 40 of them on there. But I don't think they're marked. Yeah.
Nope.
They're not Xboxes. They're good luck.
Nope, they won't be. If this is 2020, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is 21.
Yeah, okay, because spring tournament 2021 was not marked. I believe that was one thing that came up because if the thief is still running at base level, then I think I have run these flags before.
That's why it came about because of the spring tournament. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Budge. I knew there'd be some veteran out there who would understand better than we would.
Free canoe means you've got a lot more beginning movement than normal. So the entire southern continent is available to you. I think we also finally have random placements in dungeons. So ice and ordeals and marsh are random. Good luck. It's not going to be in that incentivized chest.
Yep. And so is sea and sky.
Yeah.
And this is back before it. This is you can still do the gating before or after.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it's totally random.
Yep. Nothing major changed for the rest of it. Just usual
stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Cool.
Town entrance.
Town entrance are on. The Finnish hospitality making its debut.
Yep.
Back when we wanted that. Down in your scale, I mean, 0.8 and 0.9.
We're starting to get a little bit out of 1.0 finally.
Yeah, and your blursings are -3 to +1, so not spectacular.
But also not too bad.
Not bad. Nope, not bad.
What does that make a standard of probably -1?
Generally speaking, around there. Blursings though, 2 bonuses, 3 malices.
That's down here.
Yeah, which
Oof.
and I believe these are old school blursings as well.
They should be.
Yeah, these are ones before they were. Yeah, I mean you can see it right there. Plus XCal, plus 20 MDef. Like the XCal is no longer. Legendary weapons is a thing, but plus XCal.
Right, but not just XCal. Yeah.
Yeah, have fun with the old code on that one. There was some blursings that were back in the day that were ludicrous. And yeah, then you get there's NPC guillotine.
Guillotine's on. Yep.
It is on. Because at that point it kind of had to be done. And then
nothing too crazy through here. Oh, looking at what was an experimental and what is now normal.
I know.
All of this stuff is. Yeah.
The thief agility buff, the nuns gain XP, the first mention of alt fiends.
Yep.
Which, as you can see from the tooltip, this is before Tetron figured out how to substitute our images in. So you just had those legendary shops, the deep dungeon.
Hey,
that's extremely experimental, as it says. Now it's in there all the time.
And now we've had a tournament with it.
It is. This is almost a mini history lesson in and of itself to have to see all your stuff, like the hints and stuff. This is quite something. And then we move on to the next set.
22.
Now we're starting to get into the more 4.4. So we're into the more of a modern. So this is this isn't that bad. So let's just pop this all open. See what we got.
Expand all.
There we go. So once again, it's just it has a toe for exit. Nothing major there. Like now you're
pretty standard.
Yeah, now you're starting to see pretty standard stuff coming in. High encounter rate though on land. 7 is actually quite high. 7 out of 256 is more than.
Yeah, but this is the easiest it's been so far. So this is the lowest rate we've had.
But you also made sure to add a couple of loose into the pool. And only 5% extra per item for experience. So
19 to 21. Yep. Yeah, like I said, 5% per item. So.
Yep. So
Earth Cave behind gating. So the rod will lead to something, so you know it won't be at the rod.
Yep, and you have chaotic, later loose, and no loose items in incentivized dungeons has been activated. So that's good.
So your loose is probably going to be in Volcano or Sea. There's a few other places, obviously, but probably.
Could be in Waterfall. Could be in a lot of places. Could be in Corneria. Yeah. No, sorry, can't be Corneria. Yes, it can.
Yeah, it can be. It's not incentivized.
Yep. So you can see your northern docks are turned on. Your early progression is on. This time you
extended.
Yeah, Saracen pointing out that 2022 is a good competitive year. I can see why. The flags are starting to really mold into something that would be recognizable for a lot of the current runners.
Nothing with the infant shuffle, so we're just basic. You know where you're going.
Yep, you do get a free bridge. How nice.
The Finnish hospitality's back. Here's our superstore. It's not on, but we finally have the superstore.
It's a thing now. Down your treasures. I mean, you don't really get much there. Free bridge. Other than that, it's pretty much basic. Yep. Shops and magic, again, pretty much basic.
Hills, magics. Yep. Shuffle scripts. Yeah, this is all becoming pretty normal. Shuffle trap piles, which I think we've been on, but
yep. So this would be the first one where Thief and Ninja is actually has better hit percent and the agility is on. So this would be the first time you're going to see this.
We have that agility buff now. It's at 80, which really, really good.
Yep, that's
also the White Mage Harm is on, so White Mages are starting to become a thing.
Yeah, this was, I think, the chance to fix that.
Yeah.
Spellcasting
1 to 2 burst. Oh.
Yep, which is good. You gotta love to have the extra blur sinks. Unless, unlike the previous year, which was 2 and 3.
Yeah. What about spellcasting, sorry?
So if you down in the spellcasting, you should the one major note is your spellcasting gear is changed. It is shuffled and using a tournament safe pool. You still have your guaranteed rouge and your guaranteed saber, but your item magic will be shuffled.
I have passed by it. There it is. There it is.
Right there.
Yep. And also, we're back to -3 to +4 for blessings. So we're going to be averaging positive now instead of averaging negative.
Generally speaking. Now, you will notice when you get down a little lower than the game adjustments, we have put back on the speedboat is back on.
Yep, speedboat's back.
And then, of course, there's nothing in the experimental flags that we're going to use.
Yeah. AP is finally a thing. Some of the ProcGen maps are a thing. But
ProcGen Earthquake only in 1 and 2. Well, we certainly went a lot further than that. And I think the next one, we're 2023. We're getting
modern here.
Yeah, we're 4.64, so we're getting closer to where we were. This one is so close that it actually expands for me automatically, which means I have played this a bunch. This time, it's an orb hunt.
What?
It's a 3 orb specific flag set, is it not?
Yes, because this one, if I remember correct, it changed. It was like 2 orbs any, 2 orb specific, 3 orbs. I believe the tournament progressed.
That sounds about right. I think I was starting to remember this stuff.
Because I remember right, was it this tournament seed or was it another one where I can't remember who it was, didn't check what orb you needed and just lit it and went?
No, that was the ladder last year with Ale.
Okay, it was the ladder. Yep.
Yeah, that was Ale going to 2 fiends, killing them, and being like, "Oh yeah, I didn't check the thing," and ended up inside of Topher.
I don't suggest that here.
I have actually done it while doing seeds in the ladder, I believe, and I was like, "Uh-oh, never mind, I'm in."
Mm-hmm.
I was very pleased to pull an Ale.
But scrolling through it, we're kind of back to some modern, easy stuff. When it requires silly plays.
He's not wrong about that. I bracked the chaos.
Yeah.
So if you look at your difficulty scaling, this is starting to look a lot more like what modern tournaments turn into. Like, your encounter rates aren't that high anymore.
Yep, we're back to, I think 4-6 is kind of our standard encounter rates now.
Generally speaking, yeah. And if you look, it's 10% per item. It's not totally outrageous. It's 20 and 20.
Still no XP tests and whatnot, but that's fine.
You usually don't see that in tournaments, but you're 20 and 20, so there's no craziness.
Cardia Islands, though, finally makes an appearance.
Yep, Cardia's on there. We actually put it in there.
No elemental dungeons.
Fiend dungeons. Nope, no fiend dungeons. The canoe is obviously off the list, so is the bridge, which means they're free.
Yep. Got the Vorpal added as an incentive.
Best sword in the game. We all know that, and we all love that, and we're all going to agree to that.
And mute. Right. Okay, so now... Oh, okay.
This one,
Bahamut Dock.
Yep, the Bahamut Dock is on. Other than that, nothing.
Pretty standard.
Yep, but Bahamut's Horde making an appearance.
Mm-hmm. And was Cardia is on. So with Cardia being on and Bahamut's Horde, remember that item's going to be moved there. It's the one behind Bahamut. Yeah.
And the dock is on, so that's also a thing.
The finished Superstore.
There is a finished Superstore. I was about to say that. We see the finished Superstore finally making an appearance in a tournament. And
we start to get better trap treasures too. So taking those fights is going to be worth it.
Yep, it is. And if you take a look, one thing that you won't find in this flag set, though, is the Masa. We've removed it. Well, someone removed it.
What? Remove
It's
Masa.
gone. It's gone. Sorry. It's we had it and we lost it. That's funny. It shows
Drop
some magic.
shuffle, nothing too crazy. Our
Nothing
improved
great.
cure heals are on.
Sure. That's yeah. No, there's and if you look at your
Nothing.
enemies' formations and bosses, there's no changes that we had. There is it looks like it's a double forced, a forced melee and a forced mage with a black belt band.
Yep,
With
forced,
NPCs
any
gated.
forced. Yep. So,
More importantly, though, NPCs are gated by recruits gated by fiends.
With
and
that
the black belt.
tri-stated black belt.
I am a big fan of the tri-stated black belt.
Yeah, you might find it, you might not. You got 4 chances.
Yep. You have a chance. Well, again, you don't need all 4 orbs, though. You just need 3. So
right, but if you're looking for that black belt, you have 4 chances.
True. That's very true. So if you look at the balancing, it's the standard. 2 blessings, 2 blessings, 1 malices. It's the better thief, ninja, all that stuff. The basic stuff.
Oh, pretty normal here. Random AoE caster to start.
Yep. So you start, and you will get this time our blessings are a little bit more generous, -3 to +5, which is good. You can actually you're going to roll on the side of positive now.
And we start to see the elemental damage type come in.
Yes,
so that X-Cal, if you can find it, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, because that Masa don't exist. And then, of course, you get your game adjustments, which there's not much there.
Nothing too crazy.
No, the only beta feature would be open chests in order. And we're not turning that on either. And then I think we've come to this again. 2024. The flags
I thought we could get rid of this one.
We know these flags. We designed these ones. We're good on this. So I can tell you, it's a 28 shard hunt with unrunnables.
How much do we throw the other committee members under the bus here?
I mean, to be fair, I agreed with a lot of these changes.
Anyway,
I'm a fan of I'm a fan of the improved dark penalty. I like it. It makes dark dangerous.
It made it interesting. It made it actually do something.
It did, especially the Guardian Warmac, the 1 trap chest, which is the Masa.
Yep.
But
yeah,
Power Word 600.
28 shard hunt.
Oh, I remember these flags because I ran them a lot.
Oh yeah. Enemies, okay. We're back to the 50-53 encounter.
Yeah, we were kind on this one. See, this one I can blame us for because we did do this.
Yeah, so we're not going to blame. We're going to take credit for this one.
Yeah, we have to take credit.
It's no blame. It's credit.
Technically, this is a dual credit. This is both the winter tournament flags that we crafted and the start of the OJ Power Hour was convened in the planning committee for this. So you got double the blame on this one.
Okay, but yeah, I believe there was nothing, or just the fact. Oh yeah, because fetch quests were incentivized because that was gear.
That's right. All the gear was fetch quest only. Because there was no.
Yeah. You could avoid it if you didn't want the gear.
A tail. Yeah.
So basically, running with black belt, don't go check them. Running with fighter, go check them.
Black belt. We banned. Did we not? We didn't ban the black belt in this seed. I was
surprised. I thought the black belt was still on because that was part of it. Yeah, black belt's still on because that was part of the trying to balance it.
Yeah, and we did give life one only in battle. We used the power word 600.
There we are.
We had to. Because we had to.
Yeah.
There was a push on for that one. Yeah, other than that, the invulnerable encounters is the one everyone remembers.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. You got to get levels anyway. It prevented, at least for me, a static grind. So you knew you were going to get some levels.
True, because we left the trap pool into vanilla. So at that point, you knew where to get everything you wanted. And there was no recruitment. We did give the thief a huge boost to 100 agility.
Yep.
And we did give 2 bonuses, no malices, with an innate magic bonus allowed, which was good.
Scrolling through these kind of slow here to look at them. Life 1 was in battle. I remember that being a big thing.
Oh, I remember the life 1 in battle. Absolutely. We debated that for quite some time in the committee to figure out what we wanted to do with it.
Yeah, here's the 16% unrunnables.
Yep, and it's all there. And the patrolling Warmac. If you were so inclined to fight him.
Yep. There's the party.
Yep. Choose whatever you want, but no forced. You can take whatever you need.
There's that 100 agility we were talking about. 2 to 0.
2 to 0. No changes to XP growth. No changes to magic. We didn't do anything major on that at all. We just kind of left that as was. Yeah, that was. Blurstings were very heavily favored.
Blurstings were very heavily favored. Was Excal taken out? I'm getting my seeds confused. I want to say there was no Excal.
Nope. Nope. Everything was available. Excal, Masa, Floater, Tail, Katana. We left them all in. We decided that was for the best.
Yeah. Well, I remember us talking about the increased damage because we were trying to get like the Dragon Sword and the Coral Sword and the Rune Sword to actually do something.
Yep. And I think the only other major thing that we added in here was the increased dark penalty.
Mm-hmm.
And that's and that's it. Those will be the flags. All the major tournaments that these guys will have to run all over again.
And so just how this will be taken care of is whenever the races are announced in the race room before the seed is rolled, we'll just go ahead and roll a D8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good luck.
People are really going to be looking for that 8.
Be prepared for that 1. Going back to 1.0 and no speedboat, none of that. Yeah. It's going to be interesting, but that's how we'll roll it. We'll just double check. We'll go from there.
Yep. All right.
So,
well, it's going to be a hoot. It's going to be a hoot and a holler. I want to see you guys all come out and give a good watch. I'll be in the booth. I'll be restreaming because that's kind of my duties.
Yep.
Except for this show, because this show is a Jay thing because I screwed up. We all know this. But Jay, is it time for our special announcement?
What are we gonna do a new ad? What?
We have a new ad. We do. We have a new ad. See if you can guess the voice actor behind it. See if you can guess. I'm sure you'll know, but see if you can guess.
Good luck.
It makes a difference. That fresh baked flavor, the smell, the soft bread, the details matter. That is why we at Dunes Bakery always bake our bread fresh every day for the best sandwiches you can buy. We spend days in the desert looking for only the best ingredients and the best steak, all for you to partake in. There is nothing better than coming back from a long run down in a volcano to head to the dunes for a hot steak sandwich waiting for you. When you are out there fighting hard and you feel the need for a nice sandwich, there's only one place to look: Dunes Bakery, home of the double steak sandwich, now available in rare.
Oh, there you go. The first of what hopefully will be many new ads to come. There's still a lot more in progress. I write occasionally very interesting things.
I had it open earlier just on Discord, streaming my screen while working on it, and Sunflash came into chat, and I was just cackling.
I mean, there are at least 2 more that have to be finished, with at least 2 more in progress for sure. And yes, I could go for a double steak sandwich too. It's delightful. It's delicious. The best bread. It makes a difference. So yeah, the biggest thing I think that we can shout out right now is we're up to 4.8.1. We are everything is getting out of beta, and man, oh man, have you played around with any of the new features yet? There's a lot in there.
I have not. I've been focused on other stuff right now, but wow.
Oh yeah, if you go through here, there is if you look at the change, what's new in the changelog, it's incredible. Some great stuff for the Archipelago players. They've made some improvements. The devs have made some improvements to that. What else we got here? The two newest features are adding damage tiles to all maps. So if you want to hurt yourself even more walking around, oh boy, you can do it now. That was care of Meridian. Once again, thank you very much, sir. You now have the option to remove all the boss scripts if you want. So Carry, Lich, Kraken, Tia, Chaos, and Warmac will be punch cannons. This can be a very good. This can be a good thing if it's Lich 1. This will be a bad thing if it's Kraken 2.
Yeah, so what? 16 hits on everyone?
Yeah, play around with it. That one's care of me. I put that one in there. We had a lot of bug fixes.
Yeah.
I mean, the devs, we tend to not see everything until it's too late. That's what we do.
That's what beta's
Um,
for.
it is well, this one went into production, so anyways, it happens. It happens because you never know. You never know until it's out with the masses and they start playing with it. What you're gonna find. We found that set RNG broke. We do have new chaos music. Give it a listen. It's actually really good.
I haven't
Um,
done that one yet. Ooh.
You should. It's really good. Now that it's not going to break your RNG.
Out with the masses.
Out with the masses. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Meridian 4.8 was a major update. There was a
It's gonna happen.
you did a lot of stuff, a lot of work for this, and my hat is off to you again, sir, for the amount that you put in because it's a lot. Like, I mean, if you look, there are repeated heal potion uses, the alternate final boss music, the auto targeting, the intelligence, reorder spells, and the poison damage. That's
So
all
much.
Meridian. All Meridian right
So
there.
much stuff.
I believe the flame and the ice armors was actually Jesus the Frog who did those. The alt
Okay.
fiends, of course, that was Darkmoon and myself. The pink mage, black knight, and white ninja, that was me. Wildham did the blursings and the rebalance distribution. I will say some of those new blursings, fantastic. If you haven't seen any of them yet, I encourage you to go take a look for them. Something like dual wield for your thief.
Ooh.
Or some of the great new magic stuff. Some of those make learning dark or lamp or slow really important. Do you want?
Ooh.
Do you want? Yeah. Do you want an extra? 40 evade? Go buy that spell if you have the blessing for it. It's very helpful. I know that Luffy was playing around with it, and he's like, "Yeah, I had that extra evade on my or absorb on my black mage, and carry one hit him and took like 2 damage." It's like, yeah, it'll do that. Quite good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 80 absorb. That's a lot of absorb.
That's a lot.
Or it might be 40 absorb, 80 evade. I get those backwards all the time. If Wildham's in chat, he will correct me, I'm sure. Yeah, we've also a lot of bug fixes got done because again, it's
Things
nature
happen.
of development. Things happen.
Mhm.
But you know what? I'm really very pleased at the amount of work that's gone into 4.8 and 4.81. A lot of hard work went into this by a lot of people, and
There's been a lot happening just in general. Yes.
in general, yeah, and I can't thank people like Wildham or Meridian or any of the other devs enough for taking a junior developer like myself and being like, no, you got this. Just don't break it that badly.
And if you
And
do, there's bug fixes. It's fine.
You know what? That's the thing. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna have errors. We're gonna screw up, and as long as we can fix it so it works properly, we're all good.
Sometimes the bug fixes or the bugs and errors are where the fun stuff comes in. Like
that's true.
You never have Lake Shum without it.
If Shum was here, he'd yell at you for that. He doesn't like bringing up Lake Shum.
Okay, what was it? The canoe on land or various other things?
Oh, there's been tons of those. There was
so many.
Running away from chaos and finding out the game breaks when you do that because he disappears.
Yeah.
Because Garland disappears. There's been.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that have happened in the history of the randomizer when it comes to things like that. Shouldn't be a thing.
That shouldn't happen.
No, the two of the last ones that we found were set RNG and alt chaos music would cause the first fight you get into to reset the game. That was a fun one.
Nice.
That was a good one. I'm glad we got that. I was like, huh? Because when it was posted, I was like, that can't be a thing. Oh,
it's a thing.
That's a thing. So that one got fixed real quick. I was, again, hats off to both Wildham and Meridian for fixing that as fast as they did. But yeah, there's more features to come. Don't worry, the devs never stop. We're always working on something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, I recommend you keep an eye out for some of the new blursings because they're really great.
Go dive into them.
Well, absolutely, there's a lot to see. Remember, co-op semis taking place this week. Look out for the pings for the matches. All right. We have one mailbag question this week.
Yeah, I read it, and I'm just scared. I'm gonna say that right now. But go ahead.
So it says this week had, I think this is from last week,
Yeah.
had 3 new ducks and counting show up, each showing strong motivation to learn the game. Are you able to sleep at night with that looming threat? For me personally, absolutely. I want to see people come in and take on the randomizer and learn the game and play it. I mean, there but go I, because I was, you know, I was an intimidated individual coming into this and not, being like, oh my, oh, these, I don't know if these people are going to be good or they're going to be nice or blah, blah, blah. And then, I just decided, you know what, nuts to it. I'm going to join the Derby. I'm going to see what I can
Yep.
do. And that was a little over a year ago. A little over a year. And now I've come second in the Platy Party. I've got my platypus icon. I fought my way into the winter tournament. Me and Odoram went into the co-op together. I've done bingo.
All in a year.
You for any of the ducks out there who will watch this on VOD or they're watching live
Hmm.
now, you can go as far as you want in this community. If you want to do coding, you can do coding. The randomizer's up there. You can download it and play with it all you want. Break it as many times as you want. Just don't write to the beta. Um, don't be me.
Just
Don't be me. That's what I'm saying. Just don't do that.
just come
But yeah,
in, ask questions, get involved. Yeah.
exactly. If you want to do, I've seen a lot of new ducklings doing comms
Hmm.
and doing tracking. That's great. We love to have more people on the broadcast committee. We'd love it. It's a great thing for people to take part and join the community. And again, if you'll feel really, I don't know. I got a big mouth, so this is what I tend to do.
Well,
Yeah.
just come on in, say something. If you want help with anything, we can do it. Like, we can train you
Oh
up how
yeah.
to restream. We can train you how to do the comms or do tracking and whatnot. If you want to break into the code and whatnot, just ask. They'll help. Just anything. Whatever you want
Hmm.
to do on here, someone will be there to help you out. Or we'll try to BS it and figure out how to help you out.
Yeah, usually we can point you in the right direction. I mean, the guy next
Yeah.
to me taught me how to restream, so blame him for
Yeah.
what we're doing.
And you saw what happened the last OJ. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, well, no, you no, no. The last one was the special where you were with that where that happens.
Yeah.
Things happen, but yeah, but that's the thing. Like you can go as far as you want to in the community.
Yes.
You can be anything you really want to do. If you want to just play AP and mess around with the asyncs, you can do that. If you want to get more involved, if you want to, be a restreamer or comms, or you want to do tracking, you can do that. If you want to join tournaments, by all means, sign up. We get ducklings and new players signing up all the time to take advantage. And our leadership team is a great team. We're all
Oh, yeah.
good people. We're all here to help you guys out. Like I know Jay doesn't mind. I don't mind when ducklings reach out to us or new people.
Please do.
I've had people reach out to me and be like, "Hey, man, I'm really sorry to boss." Like, dude, it's fine because that's why we're here. That's why we're in the
Yep.
roles that we're in. We're here to help you get better and learn how to
Hmm.
play this game. And you know, that's what we're here
Just
for. We're
be part of the
I'm more
community and have fun. Like,
exactly.
playing the game is a major part of it. Obviously, we're here for a game, but we're also just here as a community. So
Listen,
have
I've said
fun,
it before.
talk it. Yeah.
It's been said on this channel a number of times, and I will say it again. FFR is bringing people together. It always does. It always does. So that's how I'm able to sleep at night. I don't consider it a threat. I consider it to be a sign of a thriving randomizer community that really does look out for other people in the community. It's really a great place to be.
But now I
Jay,
have to say, I agree, community, be involved, everything. I've ran 9 practices in the last 9 days because of them.
I noticed that. I was watching. I've been watching you run your practices, sir. I've been checking in.
It's not been going well.
I have no idea the last one you ran because you had all promos. It's like, what is he doing? Everything's promoed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway.
Figure it out.
Yeah. So with that, I can shout out a couple of things that's going to be coming up pretty soon. Of course, the tournament champions. We've gone over that already.
Yep.
It's coming. Speed Gaming Live is coming up soon as well.
Yep.
A lot of chat in that room about that. It's coming up.
Go check out those flags. They're fun. You start with promoted classes.
That's what you're training for. Yes, that's good. That's good. I will keep yelling at you in chat then. I didn't last time, but I'll start. I believe tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken, is that the FFR FFMQR race coming on?
Ooh, I think so.
I believe I checked the calendar before I put it on here. I'm pretty sure, and I know the Dark Moon was talking about it because he's taking the restream for it. So yeah, take a look at that. Once again, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest Randomizer, one of our sister communities. The dev of that code is the one, the only Wild Ham. I mean, what needs to be said about that man? It's all good there.
Yeah.
He's a legend, at least in my mind. He puts up with me. You do too, Jay. So you're a legend too. Dark Moon,
it's easy.
Dark Moon, Caleb, and Fizzle kind of just put up with me.
Danny in chat, a Mystic Quest is on Friday. Okay. So it's part of the massive thing going on Friday.
Yeah, Friday is a massive thing. I believe there is 3 matches I believe there's 2 co-op seeds that night as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny. We made sure to put your ad on before you showed up. We have to. That's just being nice. But yeah,
we made it.
We made it through a whole episode without a guest. I'm really sorry for anyone who was looking forward to a guest. We're going to try to plan out when things kind of settle down a little bit.
Yeah, just a lot of irons in the fire right now.
Oh, there's a lot going on. This is a very, very busy time for the community. Sorry, Danny.
Whoops.
We tried. I mean, as long as you caught the new one, you should be great. You should be good. But yeah, once again, the mailbag pinned in the OJ Power Hour channel. If you got questions, if you want to, ask something of anybody, I will say we do have another special planned. It's a long way off, but it is going to be a very special night. We will announce it later on. I can hint that it is going to be a long time runner in the community, running the last competitive race he will ever run. And it'd be nice to see a lot of people coming out and supporting him and just be like, hey man, good. It's your final retirement race, your victory lap around the Topher floor.
But we'll talk about that later on. No spoilers.
We will talk. We'll have more to talk about later. Don't you worry. We'll be back again next week. We still have a lot planned, but it's been busy. I'm sure everyone can understand based on the way the server is right now. Co-op going on.
Oh yeah.
The start of the Tournament of Champions, Speed Gaming Live. There's a lot. There's a lot going on. But we're still gonna come back to you most Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
All the latest information of the FFR world and any specials that come up along the way. Jay, anything else that we should add?
I do not. If you know any other champions, get them on the Discord. They've got 23 hours.
We are timing you, by the way. We are timing
22 hours.
But yeah, that's it. I mean, I want to once again thank the FFR channel for letting us host and take over for an hour or so every Tuesday. We really appreciate this. I want to thank all the viewers out there. Thank you guys. Tuning in and participating. It means a lot to us. We really love seeing the community come out and seeing what's going on with the world. I mean, and again, if you have any ideas, anything you'd like to see, by all means, reach out to me, reach out to Jay. We're always available to talk about anything you want. If you have something you want to pitch, if you have a special you'd like to do, if you want us to do your restream for something, yes, let us know. And if you are a member of any other randomizer communities and you would like to talk to us about that, we are also available for that too. We are here to reach out to any and all who want the airtime, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I would say with that, Jay, once again, thank you for doing all the button pushing behind the scenes because I'm crap at it. Thank you guys all for showing up.
You're good.
I, of course, have been the loudmouth Ozlodo, and I will be back next week, and we will see you then.
Yes.